Hey everybody, welcome back for the fourth and final part of the Athlete House. Here's just a little overview of what we did last time. And you'll notice that I'm doing a voiceover rather than narrating as I do it. Basically, I was finding that I was having a really hard time concentrating on both what I was doing and what I was saying. So I think voiceovers might be what takes us into the future. I really liked working on this last time. What we discovered is that the home's owners are definitely into this stark black and white geometric style, and while our renter, Vanessa Tran, an Olympics level runner, she likes her pink and her more feminine styling, but she's right in there with the whole modern vibe. She is not into, country or Victorian or anything like that. She likes her pinks and pastels, but she likes them in modern shapes. So it's a pretty good marriage. This house is also entirely base game. There is no mods used. I didn't use Tool or the Red Shelf, anything like that. It is a completely base game build. I'm going to do a few of the careers like this. Just base game, no mods, purism. And it's always fun to play in base game. I think people really enjoy having base game opportunities, right? And if we can provide some of that, that's awesome. A lot of today is me shifting furniture around and trying to decide how best to use this small space to make it a bedroom, an office, a little bit of storage, a dressing space. As opposed to the other tiny house volume, this one is private. This one is a private space. And as her refuge, Vanessa really needs a place that suits her well. One thing any Sims builder knows well is that Sims are very tender about how much room they require around the edge of the bed. And you can see me playtesting Vanessa right there, finding that she can walk one way, but she can't leave. You can check in anytime you like, etc. But she couldn't leave past the bed, and that's when I decided to take it from a double bed to a twin bed. Now you'll see me go back and forth with this bed a ton. The base game bed situation is not a great one. Of all the different categories in the game that are in base game, I think beds are the most difficult to work with. There isn't much there. I was trying to put it a really nice way, but there just isn't much there. And we don't end on that one. We're going to change that up eventually as well. We're going to change a lot of this up. Now, just for the record, this footage is sped up by 1. I just doubled the speed, just because I wanted to keep this video to a length that matched what it was, which is basically furnishing 2 rooms. So I didn't want to keep you here all day for that. And I promise I'll only do this with furnishing. With building, I will definitely always keep things to 1-to-1 time, with edits, of course. But I think building is the part where people more often pause and see what you're doing. Building or making hybrid furniture out of multiple things. And again, we're just trying out different furniture pieces. I always think it's nice in a bedroom to have a place to sit. I'm not sure if we keep that. I can't quite remember. But it's always nice to just, even if it ends up just being a hamper. We don't have many candle options in base game, but I really do like these. I would have sized them down, except in The Sims, if you size down something with flame as part of it, the flame doesn't also size down, right? So I would have smaller candles with 3 little flames sort of bobbing in the air and not aligned with the candles. So kind of stuck with these ginormous candles. While Vanessa is a world-class athlete, she also was aware of, how early professional athletes often retire and she wanted to have a backup in case of injury. So she got a degree in journalism, and she's hoping to maybe turn that into sports commentating, sports journalism down the road. But she loves to write, and so that's why I wanted to make sure she had a really nice desk. And I think this is the final bed choice. I really loved that gray, black, and pink pattern. I think it's really pretty. However, this mod bed is specifically uncomfortable. So you'll want to use handiness to go ahead and upgrade that bed, which is something we can do now. Following the patch before tiny living, we are able to upgrade beds. It's great. For the bathroom, I used the same black and white tile that the owners put down for the kitchen, again keeping with that stark black and white geometric style. I was a little flummoxed by what I wanted the layout to be because of the two windows. And I mess a lot with proportions here, moving around the door and the armoire. And in the end, I just got rid of one of the windows. It just, it made more sense. There's not a lot of clutter in here because Vanessa is, as someone who just got honors in a journalism degree, plus is a world-class Simlympics training athlete, she's organized. She'd have to be. She is so organized. Okay, keen eyes may notice that basket with towels in it that I just put down is not base game. At the end of this build, I had to go back and remove 3 things that I had put in just without even noticing, because I don't usually limit myself with packs. I had to go back and replace a few different things. They have been replaced though, and the version uploaded to the gallery is in fact entirely base game. Yeah, there we go. I wanted to give Vanessa all sorts of organization space, things where her objects could be behind closed doors. I promise we're going to do a cluttered one of these. With the astronaut too, I was like, okay, Jack likes being organized and space cockpits are organized, so his house is organized. I promise we're going to get to some really clutterful and some messy Sims careers. I did our usual knock down the wall behind it trick to get that floor length mirror onto the side of the armoire. We just didn't really have wall space to deal with it. And this seemed like a space-saving solution. Oh, and just for fun, just a few little clutter touches here and there. Gotta have an inspirational poster. It was actually kind of fun doing a build without any mods. There were a few times I felt a little limited, but not really. Mostly it was just kind of fun building old school. Hey, we're heading into screenshots now. I want to thank you all for coming along with the Athlete House. I apologize that this was somewhat of a tardy video. Just life is life, right? Life is life. I'm hoping to have the first part of our next career business up by the end of the weekend, but we shall see. Thank you, thank you, thank you, and I will see you in my next video.